Hello my beautiful soul tribe, welcome back to my channel. This is Neethu. It is absolutely crazy, it is absolutely weird for me to be doing this video again on the same topic that we recently discussed about Sushanth Singh Rajput, and I never ever thought I'm going to do another video for that. However, last evening I did think for a brief moment that I'll have to address some of the questions which I have noted down here, which I got it from your comment sections, and I really thought that I'll have to answer certain questions because you really asked for it, and I will be doing that as well. But there is a whole whole story behind this video that I'm recording today. So this happened last night. As I told you yesterday, I was preparing this questions, like I was just taking down some of the questions which I wanted to address today in a brief 4 or 5 minutes video and just finish it off and not get into this again. And I clearly told to myself that what, I'm done and I don't want to be getting involved in this matter. I don't want to be thinking about it, and actually I'm not thinking about it. I'm completely out of it, and I've just given it in the hands of God, trusting that things will the justice will be served and the things will turn out fine, and whatever happens for a reason, and we are going to accept it for whatever it is. And yeah, that is exactly my way of making peace with the situation. However, I definitely pray and I set an intention that let the justice prevail and things like that. But this crazy thing happened last night, and I don't know why, out of nowhere, and it was really disturbing to me. Absolutely very disturbing to me, because I didn't expect this to happen. So let me get to the point. Last night, as usual, I kind of watch something good, something spiritual, or I listen to some music, and I do certain things before I go to bed, and I did as usual regularly, and then I fell asleep, and there he was. I saw Sushanth Singh Rajput very vividly in my dream. Very vividly. Like I cannot put it in words. It is as vivid and as clear as I am recording the video here, as I can touch my skin and I feel my skin. It is as clear and as vivid as it can get. And this was really crazy, right? Because I wasn't expecting this to happen, and I actually decided not to do any of the videos because this was going to be my last video with these questions for 4 to 5 minutes, and I wanted to stop. However, so this happened, and there are certain things that he probably wanted to show me or bring it to my attention for whatever reason. But this is exactly what I saw, and I'm not sure how it is going to help me or help you or help anybody else in bringing justice to him. But if I don't tell that to all of you, it will be really not right on my part, because I saw what I saw, and I already have a video about him, so I definitely wanted to share more information that I received last night in my dream state. Alright, so this is the dream where I saw Sushanth Singh Rajput at his bedroom, at his apartment, and I was just standing there, and I knew that it is a scene that is shown to me. I was there standing near the door, I guess, because dreams are not something that will entirely remember, but I'm trying to jot into my memory and see what all information that I can give out here. Yeah, I saw myself standing near the door, his bedroom door, and I saw Sushanth Singh Rajput, who was very restless. He was in his bedroom. He was wearing his regular clothes, like his he was wearing black and black, a black t-shirt and a black shorts, and I saw him restless walking around in his room, and he suddenly, lie down on his bed, and he was not able to fall asleep, and then he wakes up again. He walks again restlessly in front of his bed, and then he lies down on the floor and look at the ceiling, look at the fan, and he's thinking something. He was thinking something very deeply, and it was very restlessness that I saw in him. He was kind of frustrated. Whatever the situation was, I'm not sure, but he was very frustrated, and he felt kind of helpless, and he had something in his mind which he was not able to clear his head, is what I felt. All right. And after some time, I was still standing there, and he took his phone in his hand, and he what I understood, he said, like, they did it again, right? And I'm not sure what he was referring to, but I'm assuming they blocked him, or somebody hacked his phone, or there is something about his phone which was very prominent in the dream, because he was guarding his phone as if there is something there and people are trying to steal, and or people are trying to do something nasty with the information that he has got, or people were really curious to know what information he had with him, because he certainly had something very important. He had certain information which was really important, is what I felt, the way he was guarding his phone. And he really got irritated when he saw his phone, and he said, they did it again. And he suddenly walked past me. He opens his door, he goes out, and I'm still there in his room, and he comes back into the room, and I see he changing his SIM card, and putting a new SIM card and restoring information or data or whatever he was trying to do. And then he was again restlessly walking here and there. He was not able to fall asleep. He was really going through some very hard time. It's like he felt really helpless, and I was trying to understand what he was trying to show me, because this scene, I don't know what is going on. I don't know whether it is after his death or before his death. So I was trying to make sense out of it, and suddenly he gave me this realization that it was the last week or last couple of days of his life before his death. This was his restlessness and frustration and helpless situation that he was in. He wanted to do certain things. He wanted to share some information, is what I'm understanding, and I may be completely wrong also, because this is the vision, this is the dream, and our mind is trying to interpret it. So of course there can be, to some degree, our mind try to make sense out of it. You know what I mean? So just see how it is fitting in the situation. I know there is nothing much we can do about whatever we see, and there is no evidence, there is no tangible proof for what we are talking here. But yeah, but this is exactly what I saw, and he was very restless in his room. And as this was happening in the scene, I suddenly felt the energy of a woman right next to me towards my right hand side, and I don't see that woman. It was all hazy. That woman was not clear. The only person or the only figure that was clear to my vision was Sushanth. So this woman suddenly she appeared there. She was standing right next to me. I felt that is woman, and I felt the energy very clearly. And I saw another person, a child, a very small, very beautiful, very adorable child, and she was holding that child. And Sushanth started walking towards that woman and the child, and that is exactly where I was standing, and basically Sushanth was heading towards me. And this kind of gave me a jolt, because I wasn't prepared for witnessing the scene or to talk to him in any way, shape or form. But yeah, this is what happened. And he came towards that woman, and he was feeling, I saw his eyes so clearly. He had such a depth and pain in his eye, like he can't do anything about something that happened, and he wanted to do something about it is kind of the sense that he gave me, and also the way he was protecting his phone, the data or some information that he had, and he was looking at the child, and I very clearly remember asking him, what exactly you want, Sushanth? Why are you feeling so restless and so, frustrated? And he turned towards me, and our eyes met with each other. It was I can't even explain, I can't put it in words. And meanwhile in my bed I was sweating. That is another story, but yeah, going on. And he was looking at me and I was looking at him, and I asked this question, why are you so restless, why are you so frustrated, Sushanth? What exactly do you want? What are you trying to do here? And he was like, he didn't utter any word, but his eyes had a very deep pain, like he was frustrated about something, and he wanted to help somebody. He wanted to help somebody is what the message I got. And my heart is beating so fast as I speak right now. All right, so yeah. And he said this is not happening, and he said, he wanted to do something on his own, because he said that the information that what he has got, he cannot hand it over to anybody, because they may misuse it, or they may just float it in the air and make this as nothing at all, as if no proof at all. And he wanted to take things in his hands and do something about it, is what the sense I got. And I am not finalizing anything here. I am not telling you for sure this is exactly what it is, but this is just the dream that I saw, and I don't know what it means. But three things which was very prominent in this dream was, he was trying to protect some information, some data, he was trying to protect something. And I saw a woman, I saw a child. And another thing that I remember is when I asked him, what do you want? And he said, how can one not be angry by looking at the smile of the child, and they did not let her be? All right, this is something which he said very clearly to me. How can I not be angry by looking at the smile of the child who, they did not let her be? All right, so that is something that I heard, and I don't know, I have no idea what I am speaking here. I have no idea what happened in his life. I have no idea what was going on. So this is just the dream that I saw. All right, so and I was telling him, I kind of felt that he wanted to do something which was a very strong feeling that he gave me. And I was telling him, you'll have to calm down a little bit. You cannot be so worried. You'll have to calm your mind. And he said, don't talk me out of it, as if I was counseling him. And he said, don't talk me out of it. And I suddenly opened my eyes here on bed, and the time was 2:23, and I was sweating, and I was kind of a little bit of scared, because I was not ready for whatever I saw. It really, really disturbed me. I was not able to sleep till 5 in the morning. It was very unsettling feeling for me to see that. And when I sat down and I was trying to understand what happened, the message that I got was, this was his feelings, that frustration, that irritation, that like feeling tied up, and he can't do anything about whatever is going on. Those are his feelings in the last week that he been through, and especially last 2 to 3 days of his death. All right, so this is the dream that I got, and I'm absolutely fine. If you are not to believe this, I'm absolutely fine about that. We are not trying to prove anything here. We are not trying to do anything out of the situation. We all are trying to see if we can find any information. I know we can't do anything about, even if we find the information, because there is a whole authority and everything big people who are going to take care of it, and this is just a talk that we are having between us. All right, so this is the dream, and this is exactly what happened. I'm not sure how it fits into his situation, but since this happened, and I thought I think I should share with you. That is what I thought, and I just did that. And take it however you want to. You can ignore it, you can just erase it off your memory, or do whatever you want to do, but yeah, this is exactly what I saw in my dream. And as I was trying to arranging things to record this video, I have a charm set which is there in my almara, and it just fell, and this is the charm that fell out. It is the heart. I don't know if you can see, it is the heart with the rose at the end. All right, this is the charm that fell out, and it was a very strong confirmation that this is about him sending his love and telling that he is at peace, and there is a rose here, and that is a flower. This is absolutely about peace. This is about love. All right, this is about protecting one's this shows that he cares, and he is just trying to come through and give a message, because this is the charm which fell down. I have close to 130 charms, and 130 150, I don't know, but this is the charm which fell down. It is a heart with the rose at the end of it, and it was right next to my feet when I was getting ready, and I saw this and I was like, wow, okay. All right, so that is about the dream. I'm sorry if I have taken a lot of your time. I think it is 16 minutes already into the dream. And then some of the questions that you were asking about, will the justice be served, is his soul in peace, any clue who or why, and things like that. His soul is very much in peace. I told you already in the last video that he's not doing this, he's not a troubled soul. He's a much evolved soul. He's absolutely in peace, and he just doesn't want his death to go waste, and he wants certain things to be come out to the surface only to help others, and the people who believe in justice, who believe in everything, believe in miracle or whatever it is. So that is the only idea behind what is trying to say again and again here. So yeah, there is nothing that his soul is trying to prove anything or trying to fight a battle or nothing of that on those lines. He's just trying not to waste his death, because he has already passed on, and he's definitely trying his making sure that his death is not going waste. That's all, and that's about it. Will he get justice? And we are really hoping that he would, and everybody are hoping that things will surface, whatever that is. Even if CBI or police is trying to or proving that it is just a suicide, even then we'll have to abide to what they are trying to tell. But we really hope justice prevails, and I'm not sure what to do at the situation. Whatever the vision or a dream that I get, I just pass on to all of you, and I have decided if I'm going to get any further vision or dreams, I'm going to share it with you going forward as well. I just discussed with my my own personal guides and angels, and asked what is that we are supposed to do as a team, as a collective, to help him or bring the justice, and they told me to do this with all of you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light this candle, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds. When I light this candle, all of you set an intention for justice, for truth, for the reality to surface, and to just bring hope back in the humanity. And I'm going to light this lamp, and I'm going to be really silent for another 30 to 40 seconds, so that you can really pray and set your intention. So when we are doing it collectively together, whenever you are bumping into this video, so your intention is definitely going out, and this is going to set the energy in motion towards bringing justice or whatever the truth that is. And we are going to accept the truth that will be shown. All right, so I'll be lighting the candle right now so that you can also set the intention with me, for bringing justice, hope, and whatever that prayer that you have for him, so that we can collectively pray for him or pray for the humanity, whatever that resonates with you. And this is probably going to put energy into or strengthen the energy of justice. All right, so I'm going to do it right now. Thank you so much for being with me here, for setting an intention to put the energy in motion, the energy of justice, energy of love, energy of light. That is very much essential for all of mankind right now, whether it be Sushanth's case, whether with this COVID pandemic or whatever that is going on, so use your power of intention, use your power of prayers, use your power of voice, and stand with what is truth, what is justful, and what is right over what is easy. And you have the power to choose what is or where your energy has to be invested in terms of your money, time, your thoughts, your attention, and that is where you're giving your power. Next time when we give away our power to somebody, we'll have to take a minute and really think, are they worth our power? Are they worth our attention? Right? So this is something that we'll have to think about as a collective, as a whole. And thank you so much for watching this, and God bless you all. See you in my next video. Bye bye. I love you.